Hi crocheters of the world, now we will knit again, and this is because I just wanted to work this, to make this headband, lovely jewelry headband, and I think it's just perfect knitted, not a crochet. Of course we can crochet too if you want. To. Actually, I have in mind the idea to make one crocheted too, and let's say something like this, something similar. But till then we have this. It's really easy. It's only purl and knit, and even if you are a beginner in knitting, you can just give it a try. It's not worked in round. It's really easy. It's worked in rows. It's really easy. Now for the flowers, I already have the tutorial. These are my designs. I already have the tutorial, so you have the link below. You can work them. Now I worked this, and I highly recommend you this beautiful yarn. It's silk and merino, so soft, so silky actually. And I worked it with a 4mm needle, knitting needle. There's no need to be circular needles. You can just use the rigid needles if you have them. If you don't have circular needles. Now you will need about 50 grams of yarn, and with the rest you can actually work anything else. You can work a nice scarf, or maybe a blouse, or something without sleeves, or something else, because it's a very, very lovely yarn and it's natural 100%. So let's get started. So I will begin my headband, not neckline, neck warmer. My headband with my merino silk decay, really beautiful yarn. It's natural fibers, silk and merino wool. Beautiful, beautiful yarn. Very soft, very nice. And you have the link below of this yarn where you can purchase it, with 4mm knitting needle, and I cast on with a long tail cast on method 94 stitches, and now I will just begin to knit all to the end. So just knit the very first row to the end, and then come back. I will be back to show you the rest, so actually to explain you the rest, because it's so easy. I knitted all my first row. Now I will purl, so with stockinette stitch for 5 rows. So this was the first. We will work 4 more, so we will actually purl for the second, and then knit for the third, and so on. As I said, 4 more rows, and I will be back to show you the next. So actually we will 5 rows stockinette stitch, and then we will work only knit for 6 stitches, and this 5 plus 6 rows pattern, we will repeat it 3 times, totally 3 times, and then we will finish with a 5 rows stockinette stitch. This is the pattern, so it's more than easy. Okay, I will just continue on with my rows, then I will be back after I finish my first sequence of 5. Then I will be back to show you how to begin your knit 6 rows sequence. I finished my 5 stockinette stitch rows, and now I turn. I am on the wrong side, and I will begin. I slip as if to purl because I am on the wrong side, and I will begin to knit for 6 rows we will only knit front and no, not knit front and back, knit wrong side, knit front side, right side. So not stockinette stitch, but only knit. This is the first of my 6 rows. And after 6 rows you will see the effect that we desire for this sweet little pattern that we have here. Okay. Knit, knit, knit. I am on the front side. This is how we have. I began another row of my 6. This is the second. And I am actually knitting only. So knit, knit, knit. We don't purl anymore for these 6 rows, but always pass as if to purl the very first stitch, because we need a nice and smooth border. This border like this. Okay, so pass as if to purl, okay, the very first for these 6 rows. The rest you knit, but the very first stitch you will pass it as if to purl. Okay, I am continuing. This is my second. So the odd number rows are on the wrong side, which is this one, and the even number rows are on the right side, which is this one. I think we will need 7, not only 6, but let me just finish my 6 and I will tell you if you need to complete one more, or we can just switch to the other sequence of our pattern. So I worked 6 knitted rows, but I need to complete with one more, because we need to finish this sequence on the wrong side. So now I will knit one more, and then I will begin again with 5 stockinette stitch, 5 rows in stockinette stitch from the front side. So on the right side we begin with our 5 rows in stockinette stitch, and then we go and we work from the wrong side. So we always begin from the wrong side, 7 rows only knit, and we finish on the wrong side too. Okay, so it's 5 plus 7, 5 rows in stockinette stitch and 7 rows knitted only. Now we will go on and complete this sequence 2 or 3 more times. So the sequence 5 plus 7, 2 or 3 more times. Why I said 2 or 3 more times? Because depends of the width that you want to obtain for your headband. Okay, so I think I will go ahead and repeat it 2 more times only. But if you want to make it larger, you can also repeat 4 times this 5 plus 7 rows. So 5 rows in stockinette stitch, 7 rows knitted only. And when you are on your stockinette stitch sequence, the first stitch will be passed as if to knit. If you knit that row, and will be the first, or you will pass as if to purl if you purl that row. on the knitted 7 rows, always in each of these 7, the first stitch will be passed as if to purl. So in each of these 7 rows. Okay, I will be back to show you how to finish actually it. So I finished my headband. Let me show you how it looks. It is like this. Here I made a mistake. Where it is my mistake? I think it's here. Okay, so it's not perfect, but it's just perfect. Will be on our heads. Now I began with 5 rows of stockinette stitch, then 7, 5, 7. So this is the sequence to repeat, and I will finish with 5. I finished with 5 rows in stockinette stitch again. Now let me show you how to bind off. It's a elastic bind off that we actually knit here. So we will knit even if we are on the wrong side. So knit the first and knit the second. Now we will knit these 2 together. So insert hook like this and knit both. And now we will go ahead and knit 1. We have two on the hook, a needle, and knit the 2 together. And we just continue like this. Knit 1 and knit 2 together. Knit 1 and knit 2 together. Like this. Knit 1, knit 2 together. Knit 1, knit 2 together. Oops. Knit 2 together. Knit 1 and these 2 together. 1 and then the 2 together, like this. Okay, now like this, with this kind of bind off, we obtain a nice and elastic bind off, which is something that you can see it's nice and elastic. It's something that we really need because we have here a nice and elastic cast on, so we need the same thing to bind off. Okay, so I will just go ahead and bind off all my stitches. With the last I will cut the yarn, and then I will show you how to sew together the parts so you will obtain your beautiful headband. Charming headband. Okay, like this. So I already did here on this side. Now we want to do the same thing on the other side. So you will need 2 flowers like this. I put the link below because I already did a tutorial on these beautiful flowers, my design. We need a little bit of yarn to sew on this flower, and okay, so here I just need to make a nice knot, beautiful knot. Okay, I will make another one. Okay, yes, we are. So here I have 1, 2, 7 rows. So I will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually here it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Into the next I will insert my hook and I will just go ahead like this. Take some stitches, take some stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Take some stitches, take some stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we just go like this on the other, to the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We are here. Okay, here we are. Okay, this is the first step. Okay, now I just want to be sure that it's okay. Well done here. Look at it, isn't it so cute, so fancy and so easy to do. Now we just need to put the flower, but first of all I will pass on the other side again. Let's be sure that it's well done, and here in the middle, because we need to fix the flower. Okay. And then all that we need to do is to just sew together these two, like this. Okay, and we have it. And just finish here. Just want to finish here with the flower first of all. Okay, and now I will go out here on this side, and I am ready to, like this. Okay, just ready to sew them together. I will go on the other side, like this. Oh, isn't it just cute? Look at it. Okay, and that's it. I will finish here, and I have it, my headband. So cute, so fancy, so lovely. It's ready. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Really easy to work, really nice and beautiful as a gift, not only even as a nice gift. And this is a little knitted project, not very difficult. It is actually for beginners, to beginner friendly. It's only stockinette stitch and knit stitch, and hope you enjoy it. Thank you for watching. See you at the next tutorial. Don't forget to take a look on our yarn shop. If you have questions about the yarns, just ask me, writing me a mail. You can find the mail below. See you at the next tutorial. Bye bye.